Kulindeleke ukuthi uJulius Malema inkantolo yasemdantsane esilandana imgwebe u15 years ebhadla ejele emva kwecala alenza ngo2018 khona lapha endaweni yasemdantsane kuGompo. Emva kwalokho uJulius Malema uthe mephuma enkantolo ube se-addressa abalandeli bakhe ukuthi yini ekulindeleke ukuthi bayenze mengabe egwetshwa yena umzabalazo uyaqhubeka. Sivala ngeke Julius Mkhwanazi lapho khona uJulius Mkhwanazi inkantolo iye Madlanga Commission imthola enecala noma imbeka izinsolo zokuwasha imali engango 100,000. Mbukeli siyakubingelela, siyaphinde siyakwamukela kuphinda kuphi lapho usibukele ukhona. Siyathemba ukuthi mbukele naphila ngasemakhaya. Sicela ungabusanyakazi ukuthi usibukele efonini yakho ungabusascrolla noma uthi usibukele ku-TV libeke phansi le remote ngoba uzolahlekelwa. Kanti ke mbona ukuthi ayithanda indlela esisebenza ngayo kuletheleni izindaba ezinoju. Sicela ukuthi ungabe usanyakaza usubscribe ulike ivideo zesoqhubekela phambili sisebenze mangabe sibona participate kwakho nokuengage kwakho kanye nathi. Sibongeke mbukeli usahleli kanye nathi nje. Siqale lapha ke ka Julius Malema sigcine ngoJulius Mkhwanazi. uJulius Malema wenza icala ngo2018 endaweni yasemdantsane lapho khona atholakala ephethe isibhamu esikhulu usehlobo lwe-rifle wagcina edubula endaweni egcwele abantu ngaphakathi njengoba EFF kulowo nyaka yayikade yenza i50th year anniversary yayo. Mbukele sithanda ukuthi sithathe sikubeke sikulandele nje udaba lonke ukuthi ngabe yini eyenzekalayo ngoJulius Malema njengoba kulindele ukuthi agwetshwe iminyaka ebalela ko15 ebhadla ejele njengoba namhlanje sisaqhubeka ingxoxo zokuthi icala lamgweba lo15 years meli mgweba lemgweba ngaphakathi noma lemgweba ngaphandle njengoba abameli bakhe bencenga inkantolo ukuthi yathi noma imgwebe kodwa ngaphandle. Mbukeli nakho okwenzeka noma icala lika Malema elimlandelayo yileli. Economic freedom fighter EFF leader Julius Malema was convicted in October 2025 of an unlawful discharging of a firearm in a public area and the related charges stemming from 2018 party rally in Tanzania. He is currently undergoing pre-sentencing proceedings which continued in April 2026. A potential prison sentence up to 15 years. Malema was found guilty of an unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition, discharging a firearm in a built-up area, and a reckless endangerment. In 2018, during the FF 50th year anniversary celebration, Malema was caught on a video firing a rifle in the air. Malema claimed that the weapon was a toy gun loaded with a blank bullet, a defense rejected by the courts. He has accused the prosecution of being politically motivated. Sentencing hearing continues in the English Standard Magistrates Court, with the legal teams arguing over potential custodial or non-custodial sentences. Apart from this case, Malema continues to be an active, controversial political figure in South Africa, often promoting land reform and facing criticism over radical rhetoric. Injalo-ke mbukeli sicathu uyayithola la ilele khona inyamazane. uMalema utholakale enecala alenza ngo2018. Lamacala amvukele ngo2025 okunyaka odlule. uMalema wadubula isibhamu okuyisibhamu esingekho emthethweni njengoba satholakala ezandleni zakhe. Asikho ke emthethweni ngoba akanawo amaphepha ukuthi asebenzise usibhamu noma kuthiwa umnikazi waso wayekhona. Waphinde wasidubula phakathi kwabantu njengoba wasidubula kwindawo built up area la kunomphakathi khona njengoba iFF yayenze irally lapho khona yayicelebrate unyaka wesihlanu ikhona laphana since iyasungulwa khona lapha endaweni yasemdantsane eEast London kwidolobha kuGompo. Mbukeli namhlanje ingxoxo ziyaqhubeka ke ekutheni uMalema lamgweba lelicala u15 years ebhadla ejele noma lizomgweba ngaphandle njengoba abameli bakhe bencenga inkantolo ukuthi no ayithi noma imvalele ayimgwebe ngaphandle. Sizokuthatha sikubeke mbukeli ngokwamavideo kade ekhona laphana enzeka enkantolo. Ama-clip esiwaphethe mbukeli lapho na uzophawula khona ilawa.
Sentences should be more or less the same, depending on the facts of that particular case. I did not refer to Malchus because I want to draw the court's attention that the accused should get the minimum sentence, which is 15 years and above. I drew the court's attention to the Malchus case to inform the court that that's basically what it boils down to, that for certain type of offences, standardized sentences, whether it's minimum or maximum, should be imposed. That was the intention of the legislator. In State versus Delport, I'm at page 5 of my head. Paragraph 14. I quote, "There will undoubtedly still be a gradation of seriousness attached to the unlawful possession of firearm. In this respect, much will turn on the circumstances in which the unlawful possession occurred. There will be cases in which it will be evident that the possession, although unlawful, was relatively innocuous, and that the weapon was unlikely to have been kept or used for any nefarious purpose. It refers to a sentence of 15 years imprisonment in such cases would clearly be disproportionate and irreconcilable with a constitutionality compatible implementation of the prescribed minimum sentence regime. There will often be an evidential burden on an accused person to give an explanation showing that his possession of an unlicensed firearm was relatively benign. That will be all the more so when the weapon..."
So as we continue with the NBA spokesperson, Mr. Mkhwanazi, talking about the importance of the NBA's view of what was done by Julius Malema, and of course the maximum sentence, as Mr. Chali was saying, that they are seeking. So just getting back to that, and unfortunately we are competing with the singing behind us right now. But of course, Mr. Chali, you were talking about a maximum custodial sentence. So why do you believe that that is appropriate as opposed to a suspended sentence at this point?
Look, there are many aggravating circumstances in as far as the accused person is concerned. Remember, we are dealing with a lawmaker here, someone who's supposed to know better. And again, the public out there, we have a problem with an proliferation of illegal firearms in our country. And where we have leaders who are handling firearms in such a careless and reckless manner, that would then tell the public that it's fine for you as long as there's no one who's been killed.
And also, just with regard, if you could just follow me here, Mr. Chali, as you can see, we are doing crowd control as this is going along. But with regard to precedent in this particular case, because the maximum sentence is a quite severe one. So what are some of the precedents that you would rely on in coming to that particular conclusion?
There are case laws that we are going to be ventilating in court when we do our oral arguments. But as I've said, we will have to look at the person that we are dealing with and what message do you want to send to the public in as far as making sure that there's a deterrence in the sentences that we pass. Another matter that we may find that it's also aggravating is that he still maintains that this is a political ploy to destroy his career, but doesn't want to admit in court that even though there's overwhelming evidence against him, he has not taken the court into his confidence, which means he's not remorseful, and it's difficult now to believe that someone who's not remorseful may be rehabilitated.
So what would remorse have looked like in this instance?
This instance would be to say, I made a mistake, it was a poor judgment on my side, I do admit guilt, then we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have wasted the court 7 years time.
So let's talk about the different scenarios that could play out here today. If in fact Julius Malema is given a direct custodial sentence today, what does that mean? What will unfold from that point on?
We don't expect the judge or the magistrate to arrive on a sentence today. Remember, we're going to be presenting our oral arguments as a state, and the defense also is going to take its time to do the same. Then after that, if the magistrate is ready, maybe tomorrow they can arrive at a decision.
So same question, if she arrives, be it tomorrow, whenever, if she decides that her sentencing for Julius Malema, that's Magistrate Toinette Olivier, if she says, Mr. Malema, I'm going to throw the book at you, given the seriousness and also the reasons that you've just mentioned, so a direct custodial sentence, what would be the legal processes that unfold from that point on? Will he be incarcerated? What will happen from then?
Remember, he still has a right to exhaust other avenues, including an appeal. Then we don't expect him to have been to not exhaust that avenue that is available for him. But then, of course, because we believe that we have a strong case, if he goes that route of appealing, we're still going to oppose the appeal.
Okay, so regardless of what the judge decides on, he will not be taken into custody tomorrow, which is the point that I'm trying to get at, because once she says, okay, Mr. Malema, you are sentenced to 10, 15, however many years, and I'm sentencing you to direct imprisonment, what then? Do the orderlies come and they say, come, Mr. Malema, we're taking you to the Kugompo holding facility? What happens then?
No, his status has changed already, if you remember. Now he's convict circumstances.
Thanks so much, Mr. Tyali, NBA spokesperson.
Okwakho kuphawula Mbukeli kuthini kufanele yini uMalema abhadle iminyaka engango-15 years ebhadla ejele noma inkantolo esithathe ngewala njengoba ithi ifuna ukumfundisa isifundo njengoba public figure aphinde abe politician kumele abantu bafunde okuthile kuyena nanokuthi mangabe wenze icala ngempela uzovalelwa regardless ukuthi ungumuntu omkhulu kangakanani.
Come and support us. We appreciate your support, and you must be rest assured that we do not take your support for granted. When we grew up, persecution has always been part of our life because capital want to use us to silence the dejected masses of our people. And we know what is at play, and we are not in any doubt that capital has got a central role in trying to silence the radical voice in South Africa. And they use us to say, whoever dares to speak truth to power must be taken to jail. We shall not be silenced under any circumstances. They can do whatever they can do, they will never silence us. They can imprison me, but they will never imprison my ideas. They will never suppress the idea of economic freedom in our lifetime.
Abalandeli baMalema ke bebezinkumbi ngaphandle belindele ukuzwa isinqumo senkantolo ngokuboshwa kukaMalema. Wena ke Mbukeli okwakho kuthini ukuphawula kulindaba?
Phakama Eastern Cape, phakama phansi nge-AfriForum, phansi nge-AfriForum, phakama CIC, phakama Manta. Woza local government election 2026, woza Comrade President. Abantu bakithi bafikile basephondweni laseMpumalanga iphondo le Kapa elila e-Eastern Cape. Comrade President, naba ama supporters nama ground forces, we welcome them, we welcome the family, we welcome the leadership. We are here to put up a statement to the magistrate and to the state that never again shall they persecute our president. We are here to defend our president. Comrade President, our people are waiting to hear from you. Comrade President.
Mkhwanazi uJulius yena ke utholakale enecala enkantolo noma ebekwe ezinsolo zokuthi uwasha imali, le mali yena ayibiza ngokuthi imali ye-investment. Inkantolo imthola engenelwa izimali categorized. Uyazi-ke uma ukuthi umuntu ongenelwa imali noma ojwayele ungenelwa imali ethile, kuye kubhalwe ukuthi le mali iphuma kuphi. Akubhali igama kuphela, kubhalwa i-organization. Uma ukuthi imali ezongena njalo njalo futhi kuyimali enkulu, kuJulius Mkhwanazi kubonakala kungena imali ebuya kumngani wakhe uYakho. Le mali mekubuza ukuthi ngoba le mali inkulu nje ibuya 100,000 200, le mali engenelayo ebuya kuYakho imali yani lena? uJulius Mkhwanazi uphendula uthi kwinkantolo ngangi-investor le mali yami kumngani wami uYakho. Kuthiwa le mali njengoba isibuya ucash ingabuyi-ke ibhaliwe ukuthi imali ebuya kwi-organization investment company ethile. uJulius Mkhwanazi uthi le mali ngangihambise cash, kodwa ngaphinde ngathi umfowethu lona akayibuyise le mali ngoba uYakho ohlushwa ukudla izidakamizwa too much, ucwile kweziyobisi. Ngakho-ke ngabona ukuthi le mali ufana nokuthi ngiyayilahla uma nginikeza umuntu odakwa kangaka ohlushwa iziyobisi ngale ndlela, ngcono akayibuyise ilokhu ibuya-ke ngocash-ke kanjena. Inkantolo ethi hawu, ibuya ngocash nje yini ingabuyi by investment company's name, under an investment company ngoba investile. Uthi-ke uJulius Mkhwanazi no, ngamnikeza yona ucash, naye-ke usebuyisa uyifaka ebank. Kodwa-ke mbukeli, nansi ingxoxo ephakathi kukaJulius Mkhwanazi nabashushisi bakhona lapha kwiMadlanga Commission.
So,
Sorry.
oh, we know from your version that you invested 100,000 with Mr. Hanekom. You subsequently learned from Mr. Hanekom's wife that Mr. Hanekom unfortunately partook in substances, which led, if I understood you correctly, to technically him not investing the money but burning the money. Am I?
Sorry?
I say effectively, Mr. Hanekom, because of the habit that you say he had, ended up using or diverting your investment towards that habit and not investing in the business.
No, I didn't say he used that money.
Okay.
I've said I had a fear now that this is not going to happen, you see. Because I know how people are addicted, you see, end up. I said, no. I didn't want to waste. I kept that thing and having hope that one day I will use it for something else. Then this I did so fast, and now businesses are so slow, and this one can be effective, you see.
So then the business didn't take off. You were not worried once you learned that he was using substances. The business did not take off now. At page 207, it's not numbered. If we could go to the date of 8/12/2021.
Page number?
207. Are you at 207?
Yes.
Do you need some assistance there? We're at 207, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, line 10 or thereabouts, it's a date of 8th of December 2011.
8th of December.
2021. My apologies, not 20. 2021.
Yes.
And it reflects the payment received J. Haneko, other income 16,000. Why are you receiving money from Mr. Haneko?
It's that amount. He was starting to give me my money back. He gave me less than 100,000 instead of 100,000. But he paid in different months, but he paid. He was starting to pay my money back.
And if you go further down, let's look at the money in column. It's easier to track it. There is a 15,000 payment. Do you see
Yes.
it there? If we move to the left, that is on the 14th of December 2021.
You are
Once
correct.
again from Honeycomb, it's 15,000.
You are correct, yes.
Okay. If we go over leaf at 208, again, if we look at the money in, it's 65,000. You see that amount?
30th/01/2022, yes.
30th of the
Yes,
first.
yes,
Then
yes,
Mr.
yes.
Honeycomb paid you 25, no,
Yes.
65,000.
Yes.
And you are suggesting that Mr. Honeycomb was repaying you the original 100,000 rand loan
Yes.
that you have no proof of having
It's
made.
not loan,
Oh,
madam.
investment.
It's not loan.
Investment.
I know we changed these terms and stick to them.
No, it was my error. My error.
But wait.
I meant investment. I appreciate that. So he was reimbursing you the 100,000 you had invested.
Yes, Chair.
100,000 for which you have no proof that it was ever effected. There is no proof that you ever gave Honeycomb 100,000.
If you can, I gave it to him.
I'm saying there is no proof. It's your word that the commissioners must accept.
But he paid it to show that it is true.
We'll get to the payment. I'm still back to you. I'm still at the starting point where you chose to invest. You haven't established a company. You haven't formalized the investment. You don't have an agreement in respect of that significant investment. I don't know. In my world, 100,000 is a lot of money. Perhaps in yours, it doesn't require any written confirmation that it was ever handed over.
Can I check something?
Yes.
If you check my other bank account, Standard Bank, you will see that I've been traveling, I've been selling clothes. You can see the countries or the country and the province that I've been in. And after that, the payments that were coming in, some are paying in cash, some are paying that in Standard Bank. Before the, I always remember COVID, but before the coronavirus, there's a proof you can see. In different months and different years, you could see that I've been doing that.
And that is money coming to you.
Yes.
So even if I go into the records of that bank account, it's not going to tell me, it's not going to give me the proof I require that you ever paid Honeycomb 100,000.
Oh, no, it doesn't say so.
It doesn't say
You are
so.
correct there. You are correct.
So now we find ourselves in 2021 in a space where there is no proof you ever invested that amount, where Yako Honeycomb is paying, who is your informer, is paying you 16,000, 15,000, and 65,000 in a span of 2 months.
Yes.
And I'm suggesting that that is the financial benefit you derived from what I call this hijack racket that at least the four of you ran, yourself, Mr. Constable Stolz, Mr. Mackenzie, and Mr. Honeycomb.
If I can tell you that Mackenzie and Kesha and Honeycomb, they were not in good terms. You see, there's nothing that they will do together. You see, it was me said, hey, there's information there, utilize this person. You see, get things from this person. There's nothing that the three of them will, Mr. Robert Schultz can confirm that to you, that every time these two were in conflict, or else when he's coming with information, this one didn't want him to go. He said, no, it's fine, we're going to do it. They didn't want him next to them, and there's nothing that will make them be friends. And to be honest to you, I don't do such things, and I will never be bad things.
Of the three people, who do you say were not in good terms?
Yako, Mackenzie, and Kesha.
Each one of them was not in good terms with the other two?
No. The two were not in good terms with Yako. I don't know what was the conflict, because I couldn't detect the conflict, but they were not.
So Adrian, Mackenzie, and Kesha Stolz were in good terms.
No, they were good.
But the two of them were not in good terms with Yako.
Yes.
I think, Commissioner, they may not, whatever you mean, they were not in good terms. Whatever you mean with that, but what we know from at least the the Mbenze matter is that they were all participants and they cooperated in activities where someone ended up dead, which are unaccounted for. So even if you say they were not in good terms, even if you are correct, they certainly had no problem cooperating with each other and being accomplices in criminal activity. We know from Stolz's statement that she was called by Yako. That's what she says. She got a call from Yako. So even if they were not on good terms, Yako knew to call her to an incident which is not on the books because there's no record for it, but someone died in there. Mackenzie ends up in that same incident, which they are rallied. The MPD appears to have been rallied by Yaku, including you. So that they did not get along, if they did not, is neither here nor there for this conversation.
Ke mbukeli ngoba nawe umdala unepasi njengoba sibuyele ngalesi sikhathi sicela ukuthi sizwe owakho umbono ukuthi ngabe wena uthini ngale mali lento ekhulunywa uJulius Mkhwanazi iyahlangana yini na noma nawe uzibonela ibhizinisi nje eqhutshwayo la ibizwa ngokuthi money laundering kugezwa imali noma kwenzakalani lana uma ngabe nje uyibuza uJulius Mkhwanazi wayehambisa kanjani imali ecash kumuntu ngesandla amnikeze nge-carry bag mangabe ku-carry bag ngoba labantu abale phezulu abakhulu kubeke ngazi bayathanda ukusebenzisa ucash too much baningi asebetholakale besebenzisa ucash noJulius Mkhwanazi ungena ebhandeni lokuphatha isizumbulu noma isisambu esingadololwanga esucash bese esinikeza umuntu bese sithi wise investor kodwa icompany name ayikho la invest ekhona uJulius Mkhwanazi akabanga nokusaba ukuthi uma ehambisa le mali ucash ayiphephile kuleya muntu lo muntu angase abanjwe inkunzi yakho lona umngane wakhe imali lena ilahleke yonke yena wabona ukuthi le mali ayibuye ngoba lo muntu uzoyidla shuthi usaba ukuthi lo muntu angadla imali ebe nekhampani ekubeni le mali njengoba ukhesha nje ingabanjwa ngisho izigebengu ziyithathe ihambe kanjalo imali wena ke lakho umbukeli izwi mangabe uhlaziya uphuma na liphi na kule ndaba yale mali ekuthiwa yayi investment kodwa in uncategorized investment bakuyilezo umbukeli siphathele zona namhlanje siyathemba ukuthi wethokozele kanti mewuthi uhambe nathi wazofika la sikhona manje mbukeli sicela ukuthi ungalenzi iphutha ukuthi ungayilike ivideo zesugubeka sebenze mesibona engagement yakho bese usubscribe ngokwazi subscribe kodwa lokho kuweke ukuthi ngabe usithanda kanjani indaba eswe sikuphathele zona. Danko.